No, Dove is leading this thing too. Do they get? What is it? 4 and you're out. They just played their. Oh, Fresno. Who's Cincinnati? Oh, chicken. Fresno lost first. Alright, let me get mine in and then we can advance it. Hopefully they see my message and don't advance it.
Welcome to Corvallis, Oregon, in the house Ocho Cinco and Hush Manzana built. Research Stadium, home to the Oregon State Beavers. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see, the winners of 6 straight, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Raging Cajuns will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Oregon State's offense will get the first swing of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Takes the handoff. It's Valentine. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Smith wants to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Beavers!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Raging Cajuns offense will go to work for the first time today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing. Tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hacks to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw was...
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a play to put his team in business at the 33.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and all slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
When you have scrambling quarterbacks, you got to have a spy. You got to have somebody in the middle of the field. Everybody's playing coverage, but that guy's job is to focus on the quarterback and make sure he doesn't scramble and make big plays like this with his feet.
And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Here comes the heat. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Dead center perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside CUSA today. UTEP handled its business today, and given what the week was like in El Paso, that is saying something. This is a focused group, and it's reflected in that final score. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in Conference USA, and that certainly held true again today.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the Raging Cajuns can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Finds his way for 3 after the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen. And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the 1st down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it there.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
From the gun on 3rd down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. They were trying to work the outside, and he played that perfectly and almost got the pick.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Great place to start for this offense. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Finds the tight end. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He'll do it himself. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. That's the end of the period, and Oregon State has the lead. And that was an impressive and dominant 1st quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the ground. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Let's take just a second here and look big picture for Oregon State. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
Gives it on the option. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Oh, he got loose. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The Beavers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Oregon State! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Louisiana, 0.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Louisiana has it back in the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great, but I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up. This thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Those are those when you're just looking at your hands. Left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand. Dang it, I should have caught that. Nice play, break on the football. That could have been a house call. That could have been a game changer, but just couldn't secure the interception.
Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal on their first 3 possessions. Quickly to the tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. The Beavers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. On the option. Now the toss. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the 1st down. And how about the timing on that pitch? So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Right back to the well. Fighting off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the Beavers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Smith dropping to pass. Here's the pressure. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. The Beavers will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this 1st half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
2nd down, he'll throw it.
Oh, okay.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch and really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they...
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. It's a draw. Can't get him to the ground. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Raging Cajuns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And his throw is incomplete. He's already thrown 1 interception, and before this gets in his head, I think the way to fix it is to get the mechanics squared away.
And sometimes you get rushed and everything happens a step faster right in the games, and then you realize, like, I'm bending, I'm throwing off my back foot. Like, slow it down, take some deep breaths, understand, like, I'm going to be protected, I'm going to be all right. Let's make some things happen.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold on.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wants to pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down.
Gosh, it's something like 3 hours now.
Over the middle. It's
Guys
Coates.
get frustrated after doing 500 laps.
He picked up the 1st down. And the Raging Cajuns want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Coates. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Come on, 2 holdings on the same drive. Killing me.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Play number 10 on this series. Wants to go up top. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Under fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. That earlier sack really set them back, but they'll still go for it here. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. A shot toward the end zone. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Brown. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The quick out. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the 1st half, they'll try to kick a field goal. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from there in Corvallis.
I can't do it.
And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the 1st half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution.
And he takes this from inside the 5. just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He's got him. He'll be brought down at the 32-yard line. Good job by the defense to keep him away from that first down marker. It's fourth down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
Made a defender miss. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Hey, man, 4th and 1 at any part of the field is risky to go for, especially when you're in your own end of the field. What they did, it was a good play call. I like them being aggressive, especially after getting that first down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Got it in the middle. It's Marshall. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive.
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Okay, ready? The Raging Cajuns, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice accept.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. James Madison went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that fourth quarter. Total destruction by the Dukes. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the Sun Belt is right now, and man, what a difference.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The Beavers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Stop.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
He'll field it close to the 50. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. So now to try to take advantage of that defensive stop time starting to work against them a little bit, and we'll see what they can do. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds his man in the middle. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line in the hurry-up. Handoff from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Working that left side now. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Raging Cajuns are on the move. Looking to throw on first down.
Oh,
and he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Louisiana.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. So they moved the ball 43 yards on that drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Smith wants to throw. Rushes on him.
Oh, yes.
And he
Beautiful
is
sack.
snowed under.
Loss of
Sacked
12.
at the 7.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Here's a heat.
Oh!
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And the Beavers will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Here's the punt, and he's done better. Not much on that one. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. The inside handoff. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass and take a lead.
And imagine the defense in this scenario, right? You're up by 1 possession. You need to get to the quarterback. You've got to affect him. You're going to blitz, or you're going to try to win one-on-one up front. They did it that time. Hit him.
No! Oh my God, he was open!
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long. You know a pass is coming. You worked on it all week. Get your feet set at the sticks. Understand that quarterback's got to be rushed. Get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. And the Raging Cajuns will line it up on 1st and 10.
Everyone gets something to eat for something like that.
When I finish the game, I'll grab something to snack.
I'm switch
He'll
over
ride
to
his man
the
on the option.
game
He'll toss it.
station.
Nice move there. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Extra point here will give them the lead. And they did need that extra point to take the lead, and now they have it here in the 4th. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. He'll try to pop the draw. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Offense in a bunch formation. Smith dropping to pass.
No.
Slings it
All right.
downfield.
If he ran that was a 1st down. I can't believe he threw that.
The Beavers will try to pin them back with the punt.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's just a throw the quarterback would love to have back. His guy's wide open, and it looked to me like maybe he was overstriding or straining a little bit too much on the throw. The nose of the ball was diving. He, of course, threw it into the ground. That's one he'd like to do over.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. wastes no time and comes out throwing. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick because of the hit. Incomplete pass.
That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Looking for space, it's Marshall. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Picked up a few extra.
Could have ran that easy first down.
What a play by this defense to get the football.
Man, I caught a break there, too.
Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Raging Cajuns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Trying to set up the screen. Turning it on.
First
They
down.
drag him down,
They just
but
used
not
their last
before
time
he's
out.
moved the chains and the screen pass is effective. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Raging Cajuns have it with a 1st and 10. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Picks up the 1st down. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down. Motion from the wideout. And the defense holds firm. No pickup.
Oh, come on. They got an injury timeout?
Man down on the play as the officials
clock
take a
is
break
stopped
to
for
let
them.
him be
Come
checked
on.
out. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep
could have
that
ran it
clock
down.
moving. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you've got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
Trying to get the corner. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot.
So stupid, man. I should have been able to kneel it the rest of the way, and the stupid injury timeout. They got a break. Oh, no, I missed it. Unbelievable.
Absolute shame. Missed it. And guys, after the miss, the lead is still 1.
Oh, my God.
And look, I know there's not a lot of time left, David, but that's a big miss. Obviously, if he hits it, he forces the other team to need to score a touchdown to win. Now he's left the door just a bit open here. But we've seen crazy things happen in college football.
Yeah, and crazy things need to happen because you still got to make a few plays to get down the field with very little time on the clock. But now there is hope. You've got a chance. And the other kicker on the other sideline better be getting warmed up.
Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Smith wants to throw. He's taking the deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was
survived
the money.
a big
You just
comeback
have to make that catch. It's one thing to execute early in the
What
game.
a comeback.
Tight ball game, right at
And
the
then
end.
survival.
You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you
That was
can't
crazy.
teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
I believe I won that game. 20-0 first half, shut out, and somehow came back to win 21-20. had the extra day. It was 4 days. It's time to advance it. Week 11. I might just play my week 11 right now. So I'm gonna go over. Oh, I'm gonna go see what's up real quick. I think I'll be right back with the week 11 game here right after I go downstairs and try to find something to eat. Bye.